Canada is known around the world as one of the best countries to live in. When people think about Canada, they imagine beautiful mountains, polite people, free healthcare, and endless opportunities. The picture painted by media and immigration ads is almost perfect, like a dream destination that has no flaws at all. But the truth is much deeper. Behind the polite smiles and postcard-like beauty lies a Canada that newcomers rarely expect. Life here can be very different once the honeymoon phase is over. People quickly discover challenges that nobody warned them about, and those struggles can make life far more difficult than expected. In this video, we're uncovering the hidden side of Canada, the difficulties, the struggles, and the truths that are rarely spoken about. From the extreme winters to the skyrocketing cost of living, from job market struggles to feelings of loneliness, this is the dark side of life in Canada that nobody talks about. Canada's winters are famous worldwide, but what most people don't realize is just how extreme they are. Temperatures can fall to -30 or even -40 degrees in many regions. It's not just cold, it's life-altering. Cars won't start, public transport slows down, and everyday tasks like grocery shopping can feel like a battle against nature. For immigrants coming from warmer countries, the shock of winter is overwhelming. Many struggle with depression during the long months of darkness. The constant need for heavy clothing, high heating bills, and the lack of sunlight make life far less glamorous than the brochures promised. And it's not just physical. Winters affect mental health too. Seasonal affective disorder, also called the winter blues, is common. Newcomers often feel trapped indoors for months, leading to isolation and stress. The winter wonderland many imagine becomes a tough survival game. Canada's cities may look attractive, but the cost of living can be crushing. Rent in cities like Toronto and Vancouver is among the highest in the world. Finding a decent one-bedroom apartment can easily cost over $2,000 per month, and even smaller towns are becoming unaffordable. Groceries, utilities, and transportation costs are rising every year. Many new immigrants are shocked to find that their savings disappear much faster than expected. Even eating out at a simple restaurant can cost double compared to many other countries. This financial pressure forces many families to share housing, work multiple jobs, or make sacrifices. Instead of enjoying the Canadian dream, they often feel trapped in a constant struggle to pay bills. The cost of living makes survival, not comfort, the reality for many. Many immigrants arrive in Canada highly educated, with years of professional experience. But when they apply for jobs, they quickly discover a shocking barrier. Canadian employers often reject foreign credentials and demand Canadian experience. This means doctors drive taxis, engineers work in factories, and teachers end up in survival jobs just to pay rent. Years of education and experience often go to waste, leaving many immigrants frustrated and humiliated. While Canada advertises itself as a land of opportunity, the truth is that breaking into the job market can take years. Without networking, Canadian certifications, and local references, many newcomers struggle endlessly to find stable careers. Moving to Canada often means leaving behind family and lifelong friends. At first, it feels exciting, but soon the reality sets in. Loneliness. The culture is different, neighbors often keep to themselves, and building new friendships can take years. Many immigrants work long hours, leaving little time to socialize. Social gatherings are limited, and even when people meet, cultural differences can make it hard to connect. Over time, the isolation can feel unbearable. This loneliness has real consequences. Mental health struggles, depression, and homesickness are common. For some, the Canadian dream turns into a silent battle of survival, with no emotional support. Canada is famous for its free healthcare system, but what many don't know is how slow and overloaded it really is. Waiting months just to see a specialist or get surgery is normal. In emergencies, people often wait hours in crowded hospital rooms. While basic care is free, many things are not covered, like dental work, eye exams, or prescription drugs. For immigrants without strong jobs or benefits, this becomes another financial burden. So while Canada is praised for universal health care, the reality is very different. Access is slow, incomplete, and sometimes frustrating. Immigrants expecting world-class free treatment are often left shocked. Canada advertises itself as multicultural, and while that is partly true, racism and discrimination are still very real. Many immigrants face subtle but constant bias, being overlooked for promotions, treated differently in stores, or judged for their accents. Sometimes the racism is more open: hate crimes, insults, or bullying in schools. While not every Canadian behaves this way, newcomers are often surprised by how common these experiences still are. This creates a painful reality. Immigrants work hard to build a better future, but discrimination makes them feel unwelcome. The dream of equality is still far from reality in many parts of Canada. None of this means Canada is a bad country. It is still full of opportunities, safety, and beauty. But it is important to understand that life here is not as perfect as it looks on TV. Every immigrant faces struggles that test their patience and strength.